To memorize or not to memorize? That is the question. So I thought it'd be fun to go through different types of information and answer that question. And I'm talking about in practical terms. Not for a competition, not for a memory project, for daily lives, for the real life we live. So, phone numbers. Now the thing is, you never have to memorize a phone number ever again in your life. Why? Because you have something called a phone, okay? And so when you memorize something like a phone number, what are you trying to do? You're trying to hold on to that phone number until you get to your phone. And 99% of the time, your phone is with you. So skip the middleman and just put the phone number in your phone. When I was at the memory competition and getting phone numbers from all these different competitors, I didn't try to memorize their phone numbers. First of all, it wouldn't impress them. Second of all, why would I want to memorize the phone number? And so I just put it into WhatsApp. That's it. And when you call someone even, you don't go to your phone and try to type in the number from memory, right? You're like, wait, what's it, 970-518? What was it again? No. You go to the contact and then you call the person, right? That's it. And so why would you want to go and do all that extra work when you don't need to? So memorizing phone numbers is something that's stupid, okay? I'm just going to say it. It is stupid. You don't really use it in real life. So don't do it. Next, names and faces. Now, don't get me wrong. Memorizing someone's name is a great way to start connecting with that person because you put the effort in. But in the real world, you never see those people ever again. Unless you go to like a diner where you always have like the same waitress or waiter. No, maybe at that time it'd be good to memorize their name. But usually, if you meet someone in the store, like, hey, what's going on? Like a little chit chat. Apparently, this is something I learned from France. It's really only in America that we kind of have like chit chat when we're waiting in line for something. In France, they don't give a crap. They just want to go on with their day. And so, memorizing someone's name doesn't make sense because if you're in line, you're like, hey, nice to meet you. Yeah, Johnny, Jeff, cool. You're never going to see that person again. Why put the effort in if you're never going to see that person ever again? Now, if you're trying to make new friends, yes, memorizing names is going to be beneficial for you because you want to call that person the right name. But in those rare cases where you actually do want to memorize their name, do memorize their name. But in general, memorizing names is something that's kind of a waste of time, in my opinion. But I think it's a very valid point. Now, the next thing, and the last one for this specific episode, books. Okay, memorizing books. So, The Catcher in the Rye. If you're trying to read this just for fun, for leisure, don't memorize anything from it. Like, don't actively try to use memory techniques because it's a lot of stopping and going, stopping and going, stopping and going. Okay, it's just stupid. And it does take away from the enjoyment when you have to use memory techniques, right? Because now you're trying to focus so much on learning this specific part of the book, it takes all the fun away. But if you're trying to read The Catcher in the Rye for school and you need to know all the characters or main ideas, themes, all these different things, then you need to use memory techniques to remember all those different points. And so when it comes to a book, it's not really clear because people read for leisure and fun. Other people have to read it because they're in school, and so they're kind of forced to read it. And so there are two different sides to when it comes to memorizing and learning and reading a book. And so depending on what side you end up on, for leisure, don't memorize. For, I guess, actuality, you actually have to use the information, then you need to memorize the information in the book. But it's really up to you on which category you fall in, because a lot of people like to think, hey, I really do need to memorize that. When in reality, they don't, and it takes everything away from enjoying that book in your leisure time. And so there you go. So that's the first thing we have. So we have a book, phone numbers, don't memorize, okay, just don't. We have names, unless you're trying to make a friend, forget memorizing people's names, a waste. And then a book depends on which side of the coin you fall on. So if there's other information that you think would be kind of fun just to talk about, I guess give my opinion if you should memorize it or not, definitely leave it in the comments and I'll get to it. But hopefully you enjoyed this video and I'll see you next time.